Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Sunday, 11th of June 2023. This day is celebrated as National Making Life Beautiful Day. This day in 1897, Ram Prasad Bismillah's birthday. Ram Prasad Bismillah, also known as Ashfaqullah Khan, was born on June 11, 1897. He was a prominent Indian revolutionary who played a significant role in the Indian independence movement against the British colonial rule. So, starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper, The Hindu states that Koki members to boycott Centre's Peace Committee or Manipur CM Byron Singh's presence. Police personnel deployed in Manipur on 11 June 2023. That is today. The Hindu newspaper also states that a WTC final 2023, Australia crushes India by 209 runs to win the World Test Championship title. Nathan Lyon, Pat Cummins, Travis Head and Alex Carrier celebrate as Australia defeated India on the fifth day of the ICC World Test Championship final at the Oval Cricket Ground in London on 11 June 2023. The Hindu newspaper also states that Indian Air Force Army carry out a joint exercise in the central sector. A screen grab from the video shared by the Indian Air Force on Twitter. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that a man lodged a drug addiction, a center thrashed to death, body dumped in the canal for held. The incident came to light when the victim's brother Ravindra reached the Guru Kirpa Vidyala drug de-addiction center in Payal to meet his 2 days ago but could not find him. A 33-year-old man who was lodged in an illegal drug de-addiction center in Payal subdivision of Ludhiana district was allegedly tortured and brutally thrashed to death last month. Other inmates of the center said that they were told that the victim, identified as Amandeep Singh, 33, of Boha village in Amritsar, was sent home. Indian Express also states that cyclone Biparjoy Shala Pravashothau deferred in coastal districts Gujarat starts evacuation as it prepares for landfall. The Shala Pravashotsav, during which government ministers and officers formally welcome newly enrolled children schools, was to start Monday and continue until Wednesday. Dwarka waves crash against the beach line ahead of the landfall of cyclone Biparjoy in Dwarka district on Sunday, June 11, 2023. Indian Express also states that why chronic stress drives craving for high-calorie comfort food understand. The researchers also said that their study showed how chronic stress could promote weight gain and obesity, and thus highlights the need for a healthy diet during a stressful times. Their work is published in the journal Neuron. The varied eating behaviors of the people in response to stress. The researchers studied mouse models for how different brain areas reacted to chronic stress under the diverse diets. Indian Express also states that Mumbai this week, Mira road killing, hostel rape, murders and shockwaves. Government attempts to tackle communal violence. Next week, Maharashtra police will remain on alert all through next week with the law and order problems in the state relating to youngsters uploading posters on Aurangzeb on social media. The flat in Mirza Road where chopped by body parts were found and accused Manoj Ramesh Sen right. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that idol which we made is now cops never took money from NCERT Yogendra Yadav. Yogendra Yadav said NCERT deleted text on the mass movement human rights diversity on the excuse of easing the pressure on the students. Amid the ongoing row over Yojendra Yadav and Sushas Palshikar dissociating themselves from the revised version of the political science textbooks from class 9 to 12, Yojendra Yadav on Sunday in his Facebook Live addressed the issue in detail and asked why the NCERT was not leaving them. Speaking in detail about how they started writing the books, Democratic Politics for class 9 and Democratic Politics second for class 10, Political Theory for class 11th, Contemporary World Politics for class 12. Yojendra Yadav said the idol that they've made have turned into a corpus now. Hindustan Times also states that is Jinping spying on United States military, well documented in intelligence record. China has been using Cuba as a spy base since at least 2019. The White House said after it was reported that last week that both those countries reached an agreement to build a spy base on the island. The Wall Street Journal, quoting senior United States officials, reported that China planned to pay Cuba billions of dollars in exchange for the spy base. Chinese President Xi Jinping. Hindustan Times also says that idol which we made is now corpse. Never took money from NCERT. Yojendra Yadav once again aimed on the ongoing row over the Yojendra Yadav and Sushas Palishkar dissociating themselves from the revised version of the political science textbooks from class 9 to 12th. Yojendra Yadav on Sunday in his Facebook Live addressed the issue detail and asked why NCERT was not leaving them. Yojendra Yadav said NCERT deleted the text on the mass movement, human rights, diversity on the excuse of the easing the pressure on the students. Many people were involved in the process of the writing. In the end, the drafts came to process Professor Sushas Palishkar. The meaning of the chief advisor did not mean we were advising from power. We waited every word and the ramifications that they may have year after. The books were ready by 2007, Yojendra Yadav said. 2 lakh cases, 200 dead. Peru's worst dengue outbreak ever caused El Nino rains. A worker fumigates a house against Aedes aegypti, a mosquito, to prevent the spread of the dengue fever in the neighborhood in Peru, northern Peru. Peru is reeling under the worst dengue outbreak on the record for the country that could intensify further as an El Nino climate phenomenon brings torrential rains, driving the death toll this year past 200 with over the 130,000 recorded cases. The health ministry said the country's health authorities have pointed towards the climate phenomena El Nino as one of the key drivers of the surge in cases. Going towards the economy of the country, United Arab Emirates emerges as a fourth largest investor in the India in financial year 2023, while photo of the Union Commerce Industry Minister Piyush Goyal with the United Arab Emirates Economy Minister Abdullah bin Tawq Al Mari during a meeting of Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement in New Delhi. Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri comments on reducing petroleum prices at a BJP headquarters. Union Minister and BJP leader Hardeep Singh Puri at a press conference of BJP headquarters in New Delhi on June 2023. Going towards the world news, including ex-squash leader Nicolo Sturgeon arrested by police investigating a governing party's finances. Russia says Ukraine tried to attack Russian ship near major gas pipelines in the Black Sea. Theodore Kazaksky, known as the Unembroidered, has died in a federal prison. 2 dead, another injured in shooting involving Kansas City officer, authorities say. Iran police shoot and kill 9-year-old after his father stole a car, authorities say. Indian Americans use boat captain Florida resort for wife's death. Going towards science and technology. Science this week, IIT Madras uses seawater to produce hydrogen, how space travel impact brains, and more. Researchers from the Department of the Physics at IIT Madras have developed critical components for a highly efficient, cost-effective way to electrolyze seawater to generate hydrogen using solar power. LA Zoo to ink pact with the Bihar government Wildlife Trust of India for gharial conservation. Gharial are critically endangered in the International Union for the Conservation of Nature or red list of species. India vulnerable to climate change due to the heavy population, UNEP Executive Director Eric Solheim. Eric Solheim gestures while addressing the audience at a symposium on the World Environment Day in New Delhi. At last, there's a famous quotation said by William Shakespeare, whose birth anniversary is April 1564 up to 23 April 1616. Was an English playwright, poet, and actor. He is regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's preeminent dramatist. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon, or simply the Bard. His extant works, including collaborations, consist of some 39 plays, 154 sonnets, 3 long narrative poems, and a few other verses, are some of uncertain authorship. His plays have been translated into every major living language and are performed for more often than those of any other playwright. He remains arguably the most influential writer in the English language, and his works continue to this day be studied and reinterpreted. Mr. William Shakespeare says a famous quotation. He says that the fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Okay, thank you.